This is Caffeine Coils, and I'm Deanna.
And I'm Jenny. All right, welcome to our special Halloween episode.
Yes, our very spooky
This is my favorite episode of the year that we do. It is. We get to have fun and do different stuff. So.
It is fun.
What is our hot topic for today?
Today, we are going to talk about carbon monoxide.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. That's a scary one.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for this episode's theme.
Yep.
All right, so I'll kick off with the first question. What makes carbon monoxide the silent killer lurking in homes, almost like a ghost that you can't see?
Well, carbon monoxide is considered a silent killer because it is colorless, odorless, and tasteless, which makes it impossible to detect without a working carbon monoxide detector. It can build up in a home without any warning signs, harming or killing people before they realize what's happening. The CDC says that carbon monoxide is the leading cause of accidental poisoning deaths in America, with over 430 deaths and 50,000 emergency department visits annually. Only 27% of homes in America have CO alarms, according to the Hardware Home Center Research Industry.
Okay, that really is scary. Mm-hmm. Like, this kind of reminds me of one of our early episodes with Bob and the people from April Air. And they were talking about radon gas and how harmful it is, and you can't see it, you can't smell it, none of that stuff. It kind of reminds me of that. But now I want to go home and test my alarms just because of this. But it is incredibly dangerous. So it is something that's important to be mindful of for sure.
Yeah.
I'm also always worried that my little kids are going to turn my stove on without me knowing. And
do you have a gas stove?
Yeah, I do. So, I mean, they make like safety stuff where you can put over the knobs and make sure that they can't access them. So definitely something that I will be investing in.
You should.
All right, if carbon monoxide had a Halloween costume, what would it dress up as?
Carbon monoxide would be an invisible ghost. Obviously,
okay.
Because it slips through the walls undetected. Not really slips through the walls, but it is completely invisible to the naked eye.
Okay, that's a good costume for that. Why is carbon monoxide more dangerous this time of year when we start firing up our furnaces and heaters?
CO poisonings arise in the fall and winter because people use heaters, fireplaces, and furnaces more. These devices, if malfunctioning or poorly ventilated, are common sources of carbon monoxide leaks. Most commonly due to inefficient, malfunctioning furnaces, an efficient heater will create CO2 and water during combustion. A faulty heater that has incomplete burning of natural gas will create CO and water. Common faults are cracked heat exchangers, clogged filters, and improper venting. Gas-powered generators are commonly used during an extended power loss and are a deadly source of CO. One portable generator can produce the same amount of CO as 100 idling cars.
Oh my gosh.
So they should always be placed 20 feet away from any doors or windows when you use them.
Okay, that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
20 idling cars. Okay. That is actually new information.
100 idling cars.
Or 100 idling cars,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That's new information that I did not know. So, interesting. So, what are some of the warning signs of a haunted house with carbon monoxide, the symptoms that people might confuse with just being sick and tired?
So, CO poisoning often causes headaches, dizziness, fatigue, confusion. I have those every day. So those are also nausea, vomiting, weakness, or shortness of breath. Symptoms are easily mistaken for the flu or being overtired.
Okay. So my next question, I actually need this information for my own home. If carbon monoxide detectors are the ghost hunters of HVAC, how often should they be tested or replaced?
CO detectors should be tested at least once a month, although you would want to check your manufacturer's recommendation. And the batteries will need to be changed as needed, and the detector unit itself needs to be replaced every 5 years or according to the manufacturer's guidelines. And they are typically placed up high near ceilings because carbon monoxide mixes with warm air and rises. But again, you should check your manufacturer's recommendation. I know the one that I got, it plugs into the wall, or it has like a cord that'll come out and plug into the wall so you can hang it up high. It did recommend that I hang it up high, but I was too lazy to do that. I just plugged it directly into the house.
Okay, so now you're going to go home and put it up high, aren't you?
Well, I figured something was better than nothing, you know. You should also place detectors on every floor of your house and within 15 feet of bedrooms.
Okay. Okay, as I think about my own home, I know where one is, but we have 3 bedrooms, 2 of which are upstairs, and I don't know where the second one is. I'm pretty sure there probably is one, but now I need to check and see, A, if they work, and B, if it's time to replace them, because my home is more than 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So all good information. So instead of your filter being changed this time, y'all check your carbon monoxide detectors. Can you share a chilling real-life story where carbon monoxide detection, or the lack of it, changed the outcome?
Yeah, so this story I found online. This person says, my family and I had just had an incredibly scary experience with carbon monoxide. One evening around 9 p.m., my husband started vomiting. I thought it was just maybe a stomach virus. Around 11 p.m., I was getting ready for bed. As I went to lay down, I became very nauseous and lightheaded. As I got up, I felt as though my heart was beating funny, and I got a cold feeling throughout my body. I immediately got out of bed and went online to check the symptoms for carbon monoxide poisoning. It turned out we had exactly what the symptoms were. So I got my 2-year-old son out of bed and told my husband to get the dogs and to get out of the house. We arrived at my mom's house and called 911. The fire department went to my house and told us they did not know how we survived. They said that there is supposed to be 28% oxygen in your home, but we had 3.2%.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what made me think that it was carbon monoxide poisoning that we were experiencing, but I am so glad that we got out of the house. Today's the first day that we are back in. We got a new furnace, and the chimney has been completely fixed. We also have a carbon monoxide detector as well. What I want to know is, I have been experiencing severe panic attacks and just want to know if they will go away when I'm more comfortable being in my home, or is it possibly a long-term side effect of the carbon monoxide? Please, everyone, get a carbon monoxide detector. They will save your life.
Well, that sounds like she's really lucky that she thought to Google the symptoms of carbon monoxide.
Oh my God, what was that?
Okay.
All right, anyway.
What's the scariest mistake you've seen homeowners or contractors make that could invite carbon monoxide into a home?
So some of the most dangerous mistakes include using a grill, a generator, or portable heater indoors, running vehicles in attached garages, failing to vent appliances, or neglecting routine HVAC servicing, all of which can lead to deadly CO buildup.
Okay. All good tips to keep in mind. What are the HVAC maintenance steps to keep that carbon monoxide away?
You want to schedule professional inspections of all fuel-burning appliances and chimneys. Clean or replace furnace filters regularly, ensure proper ventilation of heaters and stoves, and test CO detectors monthly and replace batteries as needed.
Okay. If you had to give homeowners one trick and one treat tip for carbon monoxide safety this Halloween, what would it be?
You never want to run a fuel-burning appliance or engine indoors or in a garage, even with the door open. And you also want to install CO detectors on every level and outside sleeping areas and test them regularly for peace of mind.
Okay. Good tips for sure. Are there any myths about carbon monoxide that need to be unmasked, like a villain in a horror movie?
So one myth is people think that they'll smell carbon monoxide, and that is not true because it's detectable by smell. That is actually the reason why I got my carbon monoxide detector, because I swore I smelled gas in my house. My husband was like, no, I don't smell anything. I'm like, your sense of smell isn't good, and mine is. And so I went to Home Depot immediately. They closed in like 20 minutes, but I went to Home Depot and got a carbon monoxide detector. And of course it said 0% or whatever.
Better safe than sorry, though, right?
Another myth is that people think that their smoke alarms will catch carbon monoxide, but that's not true. Standard smoke alarms cannot detect it unless you do buy a specific combination unit. They do sell those, but you need to make sure that that is actually, it will detect the carbon monoxide.
Oh, that's nice to know that you can get like a 2-in-1 if you wanted.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's nice to know. Now that I'm scared to death, that you can get a 2-in-1 unit, because, I mean, maybe you don't, I don't know if you want, like, mine just kind of stands alone, and I don't love it. It's not super aesthetically pleasing, but.
Yeah, they are ugly.
Yeah.
They should make, someone out there needs to make cute.
Yeah,
CO
something that we want to
detectors.
hang on
Yeah.
our wall. There you go. That's a good idea.
Actually, no, don't do that. I'm going to do it. I want to get that patented.
Your little side hustle?
Yeah.
All right. How can HVAC contractors make the conversation about carbon monoxide less scary but still keep the urgency alive?
So contractors should use clear facts and relatable stories, emphasizing that prevention is easy and life-saving, and frame detectors and routine service as simple, smart steps for family safety, not reasons for fear, but for confidence.
Okay, that's good. It'd be also like smart if they could just add in testing their carbon monoxide stuff on like their PM contracts, because they're already there, usually once a quarter or twice a year, something like that. I know we're supposed to be checking them once a month, so we should be doing that, but it always helps to have a second pair of eyes on it as well.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, last question. If carbon monoxide were a horror movie monster, what role would HVAC pros play? The heroes, the hunters, or the protectors?
HVAC pros would be the protectors, because they are the monster slayers who install detectors, maintain equipment, and educate homeowners to keep the unseen threat at bay.
I love it. That would be a great horror movie.
It would be.
All right, so that's all the questions I have today about carbon monoxide, but I
Okay.
do have a really fun ender for us.
Okay.
It is called Pumpkin or Pass. So I'm going to give you classic traditions, foods, or activities relating to Halloween. And if you're in and you love it, you say pumpkin. If you don't love it, you say pass.
Okay.
And then, of course, you got to give an explanation of why you do or don't love it. All right, the first one, carving pumpkins.
Pumpkin.
Okay, I'm pumpkin on that one too. Like, typically we get together with a couple neighbors on our street and we all carve pumpkins, including the kids. And then we have like a little contest on who's is the best.
I don't like the smell of it inside
Okay,
of a
wait,
pumpkin.
you're not a pumpkin spice latte girly?
No, I'm not.
I'm not either.
But I do enjoy the process.
Of course, it's
of
art.
Carving a pumpkin, yeah.
So that makes sense. That's fitting for you. That tracks.
But it's always like an expectation versus reality thing, because you get those
So
like
true.
cheap little Dollar Tree tools, the saw that's like,
that just bends.
yeah, it has the consistency of aluminum foil, and you're trying to saw this intricate design. It just
I usually try to pick like a really easy design. Like last year, mine, I like took the seeds and glued them down like for tiers, and I had a baseball in its eye, and then put a
okay.
baseball hat on it.
That's fun.
What's one that you've done that you loved? Do you remember? Or are you like one of those people that
I did a Jack Skellington one.
Did you like where you poke the holes and you like trace it out on your pumpkin with the paper?
I just drew it with a
Oh,
Sharpie.
Of course, because you're amazing, an amazing artist.
But yeah, so
Okay, what about candy corn? This one's really controversial.
pumpkin for sure.
Oh my gosh,
love it.
pass. It's
It's
like waxy.
so
It's
good.
so
It's
gross.
not-
I can't do it.
I don't like the ones shaped like a pumpkin. I like the ones that are actual,
like the red, white, and orange or whatever. Or
I like
red,
the
yellow,
ones,
orange.
yeah, that
I
are
mean,
like-
white, yellow, orange.
yeah, like the corn, the actual
Yeah,
corn.
yeah.
But they have some, it'll be like a mix, and it has like the pumpkin. I don't like the pumpkin one.
Okay,
it's
tell me
just
why.
too dense.
It's too dense? I feel like they all taste kind of like waxy and it gets stuck in my teeth, and I'm just
No,
not
I love it. I love candy corn.
Not a fan. All right, haunted houses.
I've never been in one.
Oh my gosh, I'm genuinely shocked.
I know.
You've never been to a haunted house?
No.
Why?
I just never have. My father-in-law and I started to go into the mysterious mansion in Gatlinburg, and he got too scared at the very beginning of it. And my husband and my mother-in-law didn't want to do it, so he got too scared, and we turned around and we left.
So that's so funny. My husband really loves like scary movies, but refuses to watch them by himself. Isn't that so funny? That he's gonna kill me for saying that out loud, but I don't care. All right, dressing up for Halloween.
Pumpkin.
Okay, pumpkin for me too. What is your Halloween costume plans this year?
I actually don't have a plan yet.
Okay, for the record, it is September 18th.
I know, but Amazon gives you like 2-day delivery, so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but I saw that you went to a party where everyone was dressed up as Britney Spears, and that costume was killer, so I know you got it in you. Okay. And you can totally recycle that.
I thought about doing that, but I already gave the stuffed snake to my niece.
So just reorder.
Get another one.
Just get another one.
But no, I thought about it, but I was like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to redo it.
Halloween is such like a fun holiday in our neighborhood. So we have like a mix of young families and then older families, but there's a bunch of kids and a lot of people come to our neighborhood because it's just like really walkable. So we usually have like our golf cart, and then a hayride trailer that my sister and brother-in-law bring, and like that's our holiday at my house. So we always have white chicken chili, and then everyone dresses up, adults, kids, everyone. So yeah, I'm excited.
I think I want to attempt skeleton makeup.
Oh my gosh!
So I might
come to my house.
Yeah, I might do a skeleton costume. I've always wanted to do that.
White chicken chili. You should just get like the skeleton onesie and.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Actually.
All right. What about pumpkin spice? I forgot that this was on here, and we talked about this a little bit ago.
I mean, I've had it, and it's not bad, but I'm just more of a caramel latte.
Yeah, I'm like, if I have to pick between pumpkin or apple, I'm definitely picking apple. Krispy Kreme just dropped a new apple donut, and I'm like dying to try it.
Does it have actual apples?
I think it has like an apple filling. It's like an apple pie donut or something.
See, I don't like to mess up my bakery treats with
fruit. It's got to be chocolate.
Listen,
or
if
caramel
I'm gonna eat a donut, I don't need any nutritional aspect.
Listen, I have been searching and on the hunt because Krispy Kreme used to have this donut that was apple filling, and then the outside was coated with like cinnamon sugar. It was heaven on earth. It was so good. But that's been discontinued for like probably 15 years.
I think that my desire for artificial flavors is just too strong. Anytime I try something with natural flavors,
oh my gosh,
not as good.
Okay,
like a banana Laffy Taffy. Eat a banana Laffy Taffy and then eat a banana and tell me what happened there.
But okay, if I'm going to eat a Laffy Taffy, it's gonna be banana flavor because that's the best one.
It is.
Okay. Also, if I'm gonna eat candy, it's gonna be chocolate over fruity.
Yeah, I do prefer chocolate.
Okay, so apple bobbing.
I've never done it. I would say pass. It sounds like waterboarding.
Oh my god. So first of all, you've never done it. Golly. Okay, I'm gonna be on a mission to get you into a haunted house, bob for apples, but I'm with you. I don't want to bob for apples anymore. That's some kid stuff. Like, I'm gonna pass on that one. Although I think it would be hilarious to watch my kid do it.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, what about watching scary movies?
I don't mind it, I guess. But I'm not a big movie person as it is. But
yeah, I'm like hard pass.
For the most part, I would say pass.
Yeah, I'm a hard pass on that one.
I'd rather not.
Scary movies movies in general, like, rarely interest me. And then if I have to, like, sit there on the edge of my seat the whole time, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pass on that. All right, fake spiderweb decorations.
Pass.
Yes, I do not like them. I don't like them at all. I'm with you there. Okay, full-size candy bars for your Halloween candy.
That's the good house.
Yeah, that's the.
I mean, I want to trick or treat there, But I don't want to be
responsible.
funding the full bars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My son was asking me the other day, he was like, why do some houses just have their candy bowl on the porch? And I was like, first of all, because they believe in the honor system still. And second of all, because they want to go trick-or-treat with their kids. Like,
Yeah, when I was growing up, I lived in a house that was far off enough from the road that no one would come trick-or-treat at our house. Like, you couldn't even see our house from the road. So the first house I lived in that I had the opportunity to have trick-or-treaters, I was so excited. And it got really old after, like, the 5th trick-or-treater, where I was just, like, handing out, like,
so much candy.
So much, like, gobs and gobs of candy, because I was just like, I'm so over this.
Okay, so it's so funny that you say that, because I grew up in a neighborhood and my dad would take us around to get candy, and my mom would stay home and give out candy because that was her favorite thing. And so now she comes to my house and that's her job. Like, she loves to see all the candy, like, loves to go out the candy, loves to see all the kids dressed up in costumes. And I'm like, I'm happy you're here, because or else we'd just be putting our candy bowl on the porch on a stool or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So, all right, well,
let me ask you something real quick. As a parent, how do you feel about the people who will, like, try to scare the kids? You know, they'll be, like, pretending like they're just a decoration on the porch, and then they scare the kids and they come out.
I feel like that just builds character. Like,
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun too. Like, I know people, like, get mad about it, but I just think it's funny, and I don't know,
Yeah.
I could join in on it.
As long as it's not too
as long as
too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
there's
got to be, like,
line,
age appropriate for them.
Sure.
Yeah.
But just being like, bah, you know.
Yeah,
like,
just like a jump scare is
that's
fine with me.
Yeah.
But have you seen the new trend now for Christmas is to have, like, the setup, like, you're taking Santa Claus pictures, and then the Grinch comes running in, and, like, the kids just panic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's funny. Like, I would never do it, but I think that's funny too. But, you know, some people aren't into it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's all we have for today. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.